A few weeks ago, I put out a new ebook called The Essential Eight, and I've been getting the question, where do these eight movements come from, or why are these eight movements important? And for me, the Essential Eight is like your roadmap or your starting point for working with clients. And the Essential Eight are to squat, lunge, hip hinge, push, pull, so that's upper body push and pull, and then your carry, which is kind of like your grip strength, twisting, and then gait or locomotion. Those eight movements are, it's almost like my initial assessment with people, and I see how well they can perform those movements, and that gives me an indication of what areas are strong, what joints are not moving well. So it kind of gives me a functional indication of what their general mobility and stability is like. From there, let's say the person's a pickleball player who's having low back pain. They need to be able to hinge and twist to get to balls. They need to be able to take big lunging steps to hit a ball. There's even actions of a push type of movement there. Let's say we're talking about grandma who needs to get up from the floor. Well, likely she's going to have to start in a quadruped position and then go into a lunge stance to push up from a lunge. So the lunge is going to be hugely important for that individual. If it's someone who's having shoulder pain with an overhead lifting type of movement, well, the underlying indication might be a rotator cuff tear or shoulder impingement, but the underlying functional thing that's happening is that they can't do a push or a press movement well. We know all movement's not created equal, and there's different ways to move the human body, but we need a starting point or a foundation in which to move or start from. And the Essential Eight book gives you that starting point. So it says, here's where we get the best muscle activation and the kind of quote optimal movement and alignment of things. And that's going to be just like in rehab. We need to start from a controlled environment. They're having pain or they're having dysfunction. So we need to start slow and controlled and then build out into more life skills, build out into more functional performance. And that's how the bubble gets bigger. But by understanding the initial principles of how to move well, then we can adapt to individual variation. We can adapt to sport specificity or context of what an individual needs to do. But having key principles around what to do with a squat, a lunge, or a hip hinge, things that what we do to get things off the ground or get ourselves off the ground, having the key principles of on a push and a pull of how the core should set up a movement, those are going to be extremely important for all fundamental movements. And from there, we can either regress a movement pattern based on one's pain, or we can progress a movement pattern based on functional capacity.